New sidewalks, paved roads. I'm just curious to what this little cottage rents for. That is a mobile home in Naples. In the city of Naples. That, I didn't know the zoning here would allow that. Totally renovated. There's the phone number. 2 bathroom, 3 bedroom, 3-2. I don't know what it rents for. It doesn't say how much. But if you want to rent a beautiful little cottage in Naples, very cute little cottage. Cute little cottage, not a lot of parking, maybe 2-car parking at most. It might have parking around the back, I don't know if it does. But if you're looking for a little cottage in Naples, there you go. I'm just surprised. Now I've looked at rents in this area, and look at these flowers. Let's zoom in here real quick. Look at that. Beautiful. And they're roughly about I just saw this elephant here, and I had to check it out. As you know, Naples is a fairly wealthy place, and when you have money you can buy some very cool things like this. I think this is from an Australian pine tree, I might be wrong, but if anybody knows what tree this is from, I'd like to know, just out of curiosity. I sometimes have to pick the brain of my subscribers. Beautiful. And there's actually an Australian pine tree in my yard that we cut, and if this is an Australian pine tree, then I have a big project to go on. Look at how beautiful this elephant is. It's like a giant elephant. Like, are you kidding me? Like, really? A mirror elephant. Not cool. And then, as you can see, it reflects the light back into the floor, so it creates an illusion that the elephant broke to the ground. I mean, whoever, this is a tile. It's probably, I don't know what's underneath it, but just a master artist who created this thing. So there's actually a house on 109th Avenue in Naples Park that has 2 lions just like that. So beautiful. This whole district here in Naples. This is on US 41 is right behind us. So this is downtown Naples between US 41 and Goodlet. There's a lot of gentrification stuff like that. You can tell it's a newer building. And then over here you have Naples is a very nice city. It's a clean place. I in the past have vented my anger about living in Naples, but I think I'm not as angry at Naples as I once was. I'm gonna go ahead and jaywalk here because there's just nobody around. It's a Sunday. Usually on a weekday you couldn't do this. This is a historically African American community, and nowadays there's a lot of Haitians and there's also a lot of Hispanics living in these apartments here. I think these apartments used to be government housing. I might be wrong, so don't quote me on that. I think this used to be government housing, but it's right downtown Naples, so it's a very nice area. When you talk about a nice balance between urban and wealth, it's just a very balanced area, you know. But I believe these apartments, don't quote me on this, it might have been or still is government housing, but don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. Obviously you guys have mentioned in Florida how even the government housing is really fancy here in Florida, and that's absolutely right. For the most part, housing in Florida is fairly good quality, at least in Southwest Florida. You know, an area can actually be the hood and it may not even look like it. All these are chickens, guys. So these are what you would, I guess, call projects, if I'm not mistaken. If it's government housing, you could technically refer to this as the projects, but as you guys know, everything in Florida is nice, including the places where poor people live. So we have some chickens and we have some ducks. We got some chickens and some ducks. I like chickens a lot. So you can see some rice, so people have been feeding them. So it's a very, very nice community. And here in Florida, even look at how beautiful the rooster is. Even the government housing is nice here. I mean, these might be apartments, so don't quote me on that again. But everything's nice in Florida. Even the hood is nice in Florida. That's great, you know. People from up north are always saying, "Oh, you think that's the hood? You need to come on to Philadelphia or come to Baltimore and see some real hoods." Guys, these are our hoods. This is our hoods here. This is not Baltimore. This is definitely not Philadelphia. Huh? Yeah, I'm coming for you. What are you gonna do now, huh? So this is definitely not Philadelphia. This is definitely not Baltimore. This is freaking Naples, y'all. It's Florida. It's really chill out here. Even the government housing is nice, and that's good. I love that about, you know, I love that about Florida. That's why so many people are moving here, because even our hoods are not that hood, with the exception of mobile home parks, but those are privately owned. Not mobile home parks, you know, mobile homes basically. So very friendly people. Love it out here. It's nice. There's little ducks everywhere. That's Naples for you guys. You guys have mentioned many times, Jose, are you sure those are the projects? Like, we went to Golden Acres, which that's where I think you guys mentioned it on my channel. Jack Boy and Kodak Black are from, which are two rappers. So I did some research for you guys, and it looks like Kodak allegedly is going to be in prison for 48 months. I just couldn't see myself, if I had that much money, ending up in prison. Like, it just doesn't add up to me. Like, once you have something, you have to. I tell my friends, you know, all my friends, if you ever make money, you have to move out of wherever you're from. You have to move out. You can't just make money and then stay in the hood. You have to get out, because the people that are around you are going to struggle to comprehend and to assimilate to you. No, it's not even that people are bad, it's just that human nature, they're gonna struggle to assimilate to you having money. That's the biggest mistake that I made in my life. When I got some money, we should have just kind of fallen off the face of the earth. When I got money, I stayed in the same place where I was before, and it's really bad. It'll bring you a lot of problems. If you ever have the opportunity to get out, is what they call it, you know, getting out of the hood, don't ever, like, if you get money, or you, like, let's say your life changes all of a sudden and now you have more income or you have more money, you absolutely have to get out. Because the people around you, it's not that they're bad, it's just that you're not going to fit in anymore. You're not going to fit in with other rich people, other people that have money, because you're coming from nothing and they're usually not. So you're not going to fit in with people who have money. In fact, they're not even going to like you, because they're going to feel that you they might feel that you didn't earn it or whatever. It's just get out. I don't really know the right words to explain it, but if you ever, this is called the George Washington Center, guys. It's the proper name for this community. If you ever, you know, your life situation changes and now you're into a little bit of money, I strongly recommend that you roll up out of your hood. They got mango trees growing right there, y'all. Mango tree right there. Chickens. Somebody left some rice for the chickens. Most of the people that I see here are Spanish or Haitian. So it might have been African American back in the day, but it's definitely, there's still a little neighborhood on the other side of this, 5th Avenue North, that's African American hood. No, when I say hood, I mean like the houses are from the 70s, and everybody that's there is, you know, identifies as hood, you know. You want some water, baby? You guys sucking on that rice and you ain't got no water. That is definitely some Haitian stuff right there. White rice. By the way, if you ever want to try good rice, Haitian rice and Thai rice, I think, are the best. I don't know what type of chickens these are, but all the chickens, maybe some type of leghorn, I'm not sure, but they're all the same. But if you ever get some money and, you know, your situation changes, you guys get out. River Park Community Center. Yeah, so this is River Park. That's what I thought it was. So River Park is the historic African American community of Naples, which is it's one of the nicest African American communities. So it's definitely one of the nicest African American communities in Florida. I like that. You know, like in a lot of places, minorities are disadvantaged. I think in Florida, you can see the difference, but it's not as bad as in other places. They really got some great real estate on their hands. And they don't sell out. They really don't sell out much. You know, they hold on to their properties, and when they pass away, finally the kids get it, and then they'll sell it or keep it. But now the River Park community, the houses there, and they have canals on the back. So with canals in the back, it's a really prime piece of real estate, because the Gordon River comes around the back. So it's a good chunk of real estate that the African American community has here, right in the heart of Naples. And River Park, that's the African American community here, which slowly is becoming Haitian and Hispanic. I don't know if you guys knew this, but here's a little trivia for you. And it is the city of Naples. So this is the city of Naples. You know, because the city of Naples is only a small, really small portion of Collier County. Like, I have a Naples address, but I live in unincorporated Collier County. The city of Naples is the city of Naples, just a small section of really high, expensive real estate. So there's no trespassing here after hours. So these are some basketball courts here. City of Naples. That's kind of interesting. They have a sign warning people about lightning. Just a show part, y'all. Oh, show out here. Surprised only a few people here. Sometimes it gets pretty packed here. It gets crowded here. So nice little basketball courts, and not only that, they're covered, guys. Look at that. That's awesome. I mean, it could rain, and there's also lights on top, so very nice. There's lights on top, and so if it rains, you can still play basketball, and if it's hot and sunny, you're still in the shade. It's a really nice, just a great concept here. Of Naples is a great city, and I always tell people, you know, when it comes to communities, it also, and they have a pool too, y'all. Look at this, man. I tell people, when it comes to communities, it all starts at the bottom. If your poor people are living wrong, then, like, sometimes people think that it's all about having, like, some places will have a great downtown district, and then they'll have entire districts that are just falling to crap. It all starts at the bottom. It all starts at the bottom, people. So when your poor people are living right, and that's what, you know, a lot of people, there's a community center, there's a pool, there's a basketball court, great basketball court. You know, when your community invests back and makes it nice even for the poor people. Here in Naples, there's the Habitat for Humanity. Now, Habitat for Humanity they're all over the city, but there's the biggest one of the biggest ones. It's off of Apache in East Naples. So it's on US 41, way at the end, heading towards Miami, is Habitat for Humanity. And the Habitat for Humanity in Naples, at least that one, when they built them, they were all cookie cutter houses, you know, shingle roofs, vinyl siding, no landscaping at all. It was cookie cutter. You go in there now, it's mostly Cubans and Haitians and some Mexicans. You have to be low income to actually qualify for that, you know, to qualify for that program, the Habitat for Humanity. And you have to be a local resident. So if you're moving to Florida, you're not going to move into Florida and end up in government housing. That's not going to happen in Florida. Oh, look at the little chickies over there, little babies, little squeakers. So you're not going to move into Florida and then all of a sudden find yourself in free housing. That's not going to happen. I know with this with the earthquake in Puerto Rico, I'm in a Puerto Rican Facebook group from Ocala, Florida, and a lot of people came to Ocala from Puerto Rico, and they thought they were just going to get government housing because they came here. And that's not the way Florida works. And it doesn't make sense, really, but... Well, anyways, when they first built it, it was all cookie cutter, nothing special. And now you go there, and mango trees, banana trees, they've planted avocado, mango trees. They planted a lot of tropical fruit. All the tropical fruit trees have grown, and they're big. So a lot of people did stucco work on their house. A lot of people just made it better. They put pavers on the driveways. They stuccoed the houses. Little by little, they kept making it better and better and better. And now it's at the point where you go in there. I did a video in there, and I haven't been in there since probably about 10 years since I go in there. It's about 10 years since I go in there. And I remember it when they first made it, like when it was first built, it was just cookie cutter, vinyl siding. Because I have family that lives in there, kind of like family. People that I'm really close to. Really cookie cutter. You know, and now you go in there and it's like, wow, dude, everybody stucco their houses, put up trees. In fact, it's one of my earlier videos on the channel, so you might have to go back a long way to find it. But it's called Habitat for Humanity Naples. That's what the video is called. And if you go in there and look it up, oh, look, the chickens are making love. It's incredible. Like, this went from a cookie cutter government housing scenario to people planted trees, people stuccoed their houses, people, you know, planted mango trees, planted avocado trees. Now you go in there, and these are like, you could probably get $300,000 for a house in there, but there's a catch. Since it's a government program, you're not allowed. Somebody lost. So that's hood stuff right there. So they really made this into a nice community. It was government housing initially, or not, like, you know, like government program housing. And now you go back there and it's like, wow, what an awesome, you know, concept. The people, you know, they own their houses, they can't sell them. So they try to sell their house, and I guess they get kicked out of the program. So that's the catch. If you do get into the, I didn't know that, because I have friends and, you know, people who qualify and they get into these programs, and they're like, no, you can't sell that. I have some friends, they used to live on my street, and they qualified for it, and they built them a house in the estates. I think it was like $170,000 or $180,000. Guys, if you put this house in the market right now, you would get $320,000 for it. But you're not allowed to sell it. And if you sell it, you have to sell it back to the Habitat for Humanity program, so you're not allowed to sell your house. So it's a long-term commitment to the person. If you buy these houses, you get into these programs, they give you the option to own your house. Now, if Habitat for Humanity in Bonita Springs, totally different. I know somebody in Bonita Springs who got Habitat for Humanity, and in those programs, they can sell them. So basically, the government built you a house for $150,000. It's probably worth $350,000 today. But that's not usually the case for everybody.